My advice would definitely be to fully embrace this crazy place. This whole world of all-star cheerleading and dance is bananas, and you probably didn't know anything about it before you started here, so welcome.
My name is Margarita Jimenez and I'm the dance head coach of Monash University.
My name is Stephanie and I'm head coach at Monash.
My name's Annabelle and I coach our open pom team Mercury.
My name is Nikki Bruninger. I am a conditioning coach and personal trainer.
I'm Matt Williams and I've been here for quite a long time. So while I've been here, I've been an athlete. I'm currently a coach, life member, and I was secretary as well.
My name's Marsha and I'm the Premier Hip Hop Coach.
I'm Katie and I joined Monash Cheer in 2014. I was the treasurer in 2015 and the president in 2016 and 2017. Then I finished up at the end of 2018.
I've been with the club since 2013, so this is my 7th year with Monash. As you can tell by my accent, I'm from Colombia, so my background in that I was actually the captain of the university team in Colombia. We used to do pom, but it was very different. My background is ballet. I did classical ballet my entire life. I did a little bit of jazz and a little bit of contemporary. When I came to Australia, I started studying at Monash, and that's why I joined the club.
I'm originally from Canada and I chaired there since 2001 and I've been on Team Australia 3 times.
I've coached for 5 years now outside of the club. I predominantly coach at my previous high school and I take the senior team. I started out with the club in 2015 in my first year of uni and I was on the hip hop team. I loved it. I had a great time. It was good. It's nice to have friends that you've already danced with previously be on the team, but then also meet so many more new people. At uni, I guess you don't really make too many friends at uni in general. So it was nice to have friends from like a club and a committee where you share the same passion and interests.
Before I came to MONCAD, I was a gymnast, so I had a background in being able to tumble, but I'd never done anything like stunting or dance or jumps or anything like that.
So I started dancing when I was 4, but I actually was introduced to cheer and dance through Monash. I've been a part of it for a while now and it just feels like a second home. It just sort of attracts the best type of people and I've met some amazing friends through it.
I have a background in dance and as a dance teacher in both ballet and jazz, and I've been doing that for over 30 years. And 5 years ago, I became a personal trainer and conditioning coach in my own business called WildFit.
I did sidelines in high school and then I did sidelines for 2 professional football teams and a college team. So I'm really familiar with chant, which has been great for transferring to university. I've coached All-Star for ages, but university is just a little bit special because you can do chant. I really love what the athletes are going. I love building the program up. Seeing my level 2s come up all the way to level 6 and 7 has been really cool.
I was on the very first team that we had way back in 2012. We basically didn't know anything about cheer. No one had experience. We were all brand new. There were a few of us that had gymnastics backgrounds, but that was it.
I was on the pom team in 2013 and the cheer team as well, and the same for 2014. It was a massive culture shock. I hadn't done anything like All-Star, like the style of dance or cheer before. So coming into that different culture and the competitions were completely different. It was really exhilarating, really exciting and really different.
I was, on a lot of teams and had a lot of training, but outside of that, there was a lot to be done behind the scenes.
Before I was on committee, I was kind of afraid of them, to be honest. But the more I got to know them and the more I became a part of it, made me realise that we're just normal people.
Before being on committee, I didn't really realise how much work goes into organising everything, and it's just made me more appreciative of the club.
Hayley, how are you feeling? You hungry?
Great. Do you want to know what I'm doing right now?
Yep.
Committee stuff. We'll sleep over tonight.
It's definitely a great life experience to be on committee. I've really enjoyed my time on committee and I think I've learned a lot of life skills that are very translatable to the workforce. All of our committee members put up a lot of time and effort into making this club run so seamlessly and professionally.
I like the little community and how we all like to work together. We like support each other really well, and how people who are part of the club can kind of look up to us and come to us if they have any issues.
I feel like our committee works really well together and it's nice having a group of 9 people to lean on and to get things through. You have your team that you train with. I have the team that I alternate on, and then I have my committee, who's a team as well.
It gets a bit tricky sometimes, but a lot of the time my committee work is my creative outlet, because as a merchandise coordinator I get to design some cool things, some socks, some jumpers. It's my time off from my hard work and study.
Sometimes some of the girls come and do committee work during other teams' trainings, just so we're all together. So we use that time to get through stuff really quickly and answer each other's questions and kind of smash out our committee work rather than struggling by ourselves. We work together and work off each other.
I wouldn't say you have to have any specific skills or know that you're really good at something, but just having confidence and openness to be able to work with other people and be committed to the club. I think that's all you really need. It's a really, really cool way to get to know what actually goes on behind the club and know that you're doing something to help the club better.
Of course, running a big club is made so much easier when you have such an amazing and encouraging group of athletes. We've really built a fantastic culture that supports one another and really, bangs on about how important it is to communicate with each other and to kind of cherish those life memories you're going to make with your teammates.
My favourite memory is just hanging out with my friends at training.
States last year, I was a bit sleep deprived and got up on stage and did the worm in front of about 200 university students. That was a lot of fun. Had a lot of people cheering. That was great. I don't know if that counts.
It would probably have been my very last run as an athlete. 2018 Team Australia hitting 0 was probably the most incredible experience. As a coach, would probably be taking my 2 university teams to Worlds and watching them compete and hit 0 as well. So yeah, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. I've had lots of highlights. I couldn't pick just a few.
I travelled across the country and across the world with my team, which was really cool. But I think one particular moment that stands out is actually Uni Games 2017. So the cheer team, they actually had to compete their 5-6 routine in the 3-4 division because there was no 5-6 division. It was the first time our club had a 5-6 level routine, so I felt really proud of that. I was really excited for them. So the energy in the stadium was electric. I think both a mixture of just the awe and impressiveness of what the team was actually doing, but also the rebelliousness of, competing higher routine in a lower section, and they absolutely smashed it, even though they ended up with a score of -75.
Winning national grand champs in 2016, we worked really hard all year and we were a really close-knit team. I think that was probably one of my favourite teams I've ever been on, and I've been doing cheer since I was 13.
It would definitely be coming third in Grand Champs in 2015 at Winterfest, I'm pretty sure. I think that was quite a bit of a breakthrough for hip hop, up against pom and jazz and all of the above. That was a really rewarding time and I've remembered it to this day.
Nothing beats your first nationals experience. My first cheerleading routine, I remember how nervous I was and how different it was. I remember back when we had the poofs. Thank God those are gone because mine were always uneven.
My favourite memory from Monash Cheer would have to be the 2013 National Championships. Given that we were against teams from higher divisions, we didn't even think it was possible that we could achieve this result.
When we won that Worlds bid as a level 1-2 team and were grand champs, yeah, it was a pretty special feeling.
We were so happy with the routine that we put on the floor, but to be awarded and achieve this result was just unlike anything else. We then went on to be the first Australian cheer team to compete at the University Cheerleading Championships in America.
The 2014 Worlds trip. It was such a different experience. We went from training twice a week to training 4 times a week in 40-degree weather and pushing for skills that we'd only ever seen once or twice in Australia. Doing that and being able to be the first cheer team ever to go to Uni Worlds was really, really exciting.
Performing at Worlds is definitely a standout memory.
Going out in front of 8,000 or so people was very different to what we had done before.
I don't think that I'll ever be in any situation where I'll be performing to so many people. There must have been thousands of people in the audience, and have them all cheering you on was really special.
My favourite part of MONCAD is meeting new people. Each year that I've been a part of it, I've got to make new friends.
The social gatherings that were organised that I could make were great opportunities to make friends with people who did different courses, different ages. You just meet so many people.
One of the parts of Uni Cheer is getting involved in every step of the way, so not just coming to training, but going to the open days and going on the trips and trying to have as much social interaction as you can with everyone, and participating in everything is probably something that's really important.
My favourite part was coming along to all the trainings and getting to do really cool stuff with your friends.
I had a really lovely time. I made a lot of dear friends. I've always loved pom, and this just made me love pom even more.
Even though the sport part was great and keeping fit and the activity was fun, the bit that I enjoyed the most was having friends, and I think that they'll be lifelong friends as well. But I also really love travelling with the team. We went to Queensland too many times to count. I went to the US twice to compete in World.
The club is still going forward and it's as strong as ever, and you've got so many supportive athletes as well as people who are putting in the effort and want to see Monash Cheer become bigger and better.
There's a real camaraderie that I love and I admire at MONCAD. The support of the athletes and the dancers, it's really genuine, and I think because they've got to work so closely together, there's a level of trust that's quite unique.
Everybody actually really cares, and because they care, it's why the club can run so smoothly.
Monash really is like a second home. It's been a part of my university life since I basically started studying, so I'm not quite sure how to do uni otherwise.
My time at Monash Cheer and Dance was some of the best years of my life, creating lifelong friendships and memories that would last forever. Whether it was just social events, meeting people between classes at university that you knew through cheer, or going overseas to compete at world championships for your university. These are memories that will never leave me and live on forever.
Over my experience as an athlete and as a coach, I've been able to see athletes come in with no dance experience and come out national champions, and that's really, really exciting. To see these people grow as people, as athletes and as students as well is so rewarding.
If I were to describe the club in one word, it would just be really enthusiastic.
Community, family, supportive. I think what the club has is really, really unique.
Loving. I don't want to say something cliche like awesome, but that's probably it.
I think family is a really good word. I really feel like everybody supports everybody. It doesn't matter what level you're at, doesn't matter what your background is. Everyone is really family oriented, which is fantastic.
They're the people that you want to spend your time with and somewhere that you can come regardless of how good or bad of a day you're having.
What do we do? Green flag! When we're away! Green red! Let's go, Monash!